Duke Solinus, greatest Duke of all time. Solinus, the greatest Duke that ever lived. Would have been the most popular too. Would have had the most votes. We had a vote. What do you think? I'm a Duke.
Proceed, Solinus, to procure my fall, and by the doom of death end woes and all.
Merchant of Syracuse, plead no more, okay? I am not partial to infringe on our laws. If any born in Ephesus be seen at any Syracusean marts and fairs, again, if any Syracusean born come to the Bay of Ephesus, he dies. His goods confiscate to the Duke's depose, unless 1,000 marks be levied to quit the penalty and to ransom him.
That's so much money!
Well, somebody's got to pay for the wall, folks. Aegeon substance, valued at the highest rate, cannot amount unto 100 marks.
No!
Sad. Therefore, by law, thou art condemned to die.
Yet this my comfort. When your words are done, my woes end likewise with the evening sun.
We'll see about that. What do you say, folks? Should we listen to Aegeon's boring story?
Yeah!
Really want to hear Aegeon's boring story?
Yeah!
In the mood for an evening nap? Well, Syracuseans, say in brief the cause why thou departedst from thy native home, and for what cause thou camest to Ephesus.
A heavier task could not have been imposed than I to speak my griefs, unspeakable. Yet that the world may witness that my end was wrought by nature, not by vile offense, I'll utter what my sorrows give me leave. In Syracuse was I born, and wed unto a woman, happy but for me, and by me had not our hap been bad. With her I lived in joy, our wealth increased, by prosperous voyages I often made to Epidamnum, till my factor's death, and the great care of goods at random left drew me from kind embracements of my spouse, from whom my absence was not 6 months old, before herself, almost dead fainting under the pleasing punishment that women bear, had made provision for her following me, and soon and safe arrive at where I was. She had not been there long, but she became a joyful mother of 2 goodly sons, and which was strange, the one so like the other, as could not be distinguished but by name. That very hour, and in the self-same inn, a meaner woman was delivered of such a burden. 2 twins, both alike. Those, for their parents were exceeding poor, I bought and brought up to attend my sons. My wife, not meanly proud of 2 such boys, made daily motions for our home return. Unwilling, I agreed. Alas, too soon, we came aboard. A league from Epidemic had we sailed, before the always wind-obeying deep gave any tragic instance of our harm. But longer did we not retain much hope, for what obscured light the heavens did grant did but convey unto our fearful minds a doubtful warrant of immediate death. Which, though myself would gladly have embraced, yet the incessant weeping of my wife, weeping before for what she knew must come, and piteous plainings of the pretty babes that mourned for fashion, ignorant what to fear, forced me to seek delays for them and me. And this there was, for other means was none. The sailors sought for safety by our boat, leaving the ship then sinking right to us. My wife, more careful for the latter board, had fastened him unto a small spare mast, such as seafaring men provide for storms. To him, one of the other twins was bound, whilst I had been like heedful of the others. The children thus disposed, my wife and I, fixing our gaze on whom our care was fixed, fastened ourselves at either end the mast, and floating straight, obedient to the stream, was carried toward Corinth, as we thought. At length, the sun, gazing upon the earth, dispersed those vapors that offended us, and by the benefit of his wishing light, the seas waxed calm, and we discovered 2 ships from far, making amain to us, from Corinth this, from Epidaurus that. But ere they came, well, let me say no more. Fasten the sequel by that went before.
The only thing more boring than Aegeon are his stories. Totally failing in the ratings, huge disaster. But forward, old man, do not break off so, for we may pity, though not pardon thee.
Well, had the gods done so, I had not now worthily termed them merciless to us. For ere those ships could meet by twice 5 leagues, we were encountered by a mighty rock, which being violently borne upon, our helpful ship was splitted in the midst. Her part was carried with speed before the wind, and in our sight, they 3 were taken up by fishermen of Corinth, as we thought. At length, another ship had seized on us, and knowing whom it was their hap to save, gave healthful welcome to their shipwrecked guests, and would have reft the fishers of their prey, but that their bark was very slow of sail, and therefore homeward did they bend their course. Thus have you heard me severed from my bliss, that by misfortune was my life prolonged, to tell sad stories of my own mishaps.
Aegeon's stories are so boring, I just fired my chief of staff for scheduling me to be here. He had a stupid name anyway. But for the sake of them thou sorrowest for, do us the favor to dilate it full, what hath befallen of them and thee till now.
At 18 years, my youngest son, though eldest of my pair, became inquisitive after his brother, and importuned me that his attendant, so their case was like, reft of their sibling yet retained their name, might bear him company in the quest of him, whom, whilst I labored of a love to see, I hazarded the loss of whom I love. 5 summers have I spent in farthest Greece, roaming clean through the bounds of Asia, and coasting homeward came to Ephesus, hopeless to find, yet loath to leave unsought, or that or any place that harbors men. But here must end the story of my life, and happy were I in my timely death, could all my travails warrant me they live.
Boring Aegeon is no Shakespeare. Totally failing in the ratings. Boring Aegeon, whom the fates have marked to bear the extremity of dire mishap, believe me. We're not against our laws, against my crown, my oaths, my dignity.
Do you even have dignity anymore?
I do. Which princes would they may not disannul, my soul would sue as advocate for thee. And nobody has a better soul than I do, folks, nobody.
Oh my God.
But the Supreme Court said I had to get a vote from the people, so what do you say, folks? Should we let my brilliant travel ban stand and condemn boring Aegeon to die?
No!
What do you mean no? You're supposed to support me, the greatest duke of all time. The people at Camp Long do not represent the real Ephesus. Snowflakes, all of them. Therefore, merchant, I limit thee this day to seek thy life by beneficial help. Try all the friends thou hast in Ephesus, if thou hast any. Beg thou or borrow to make up the sum and live. If no, then thou art doomed to die. Jailer, take him away. I will, my lord. Make Ephesus great again, folks.
Hopeless and helpless doth Aegeon wend, but to procrastinate his lifeless end.
Oh no!
Therefore, give out you are, but damn them, lest your goods too soon be confiscated. This very day, a Syracusean merchant is apprehended for arrival here and, not being able to buy out his life according to the statutes of the town, dies ere the weary sun set in the west. There is your money that I had to keep.
Go, bear it to the centaur where we host, and stay there, Dromio, till I come to thee. Upon this hour it will be dinner time, till that I'll view the manners of the town, peruse the traders, gaze upon the buildings, and then return and sleep within mine inn, for with long travel I am stiff and weary. Get thee away!
Many a man would take you at your word and go indeed, having so good a mean.
But will you walk with me about the town and then go to my inn and dine with me?
I am invited, sir, to certain merchants of whom I hope to make much benefit. I crave your pardon soon at 5 o'clock. Sir, I commend you to your own content.
He that commends me to my own content commends me to the thing I cannot get.
Master!
Ah, here comes the almanac of my true date. Ah! What now? How chance thou art returned so soon?
Return so soon! Rather, approach too late! The capon burns, the pig falls from the spit, the clock has struck 12. Yeah, 12 upon the bell. My mistress made it 1 upon my cheek. She's so hot because the meat is cold. The meat is cold because you come not home. You come not home because you have no stomach. You have no stomach, having broke your fast. Well, we that know what is to fast and pray are penitent for your default today.
Stop in your wind, sir. Tell me this, I pray. Where have you left the money that I gave you?
6 I had a Wednesday last. Oh, to pay the saddler for my mistress Crupper. The saddler kept it, sir. I have it not.
I am not in a sportive humor now. Tell me and dally not. We being strangers here, how darest thou trust so great a charge from thine own custody?
I pray you, just, sir, as you sit at dinner, I from my mistress am come to you in post. If I return, I shall be post indeed. For she will score your fault upon my fate. I would your maw, like mine, would be your clock, and strike you home without a messenger.
Come, Dromio, come! These jests are out of season. Reserve them till a merrier hour than this. Where is the gold I gave in charge to thee?
To me, sir! You gave no gold to me.
No gold. It's gone. Come on, Sir Knave, have done your foolishness and tell me how thou hast disposed thy charge.
My charge was but to fetch you from the mart home to your house, the Phoenix, sir, to dinner. My mistress and her sister stays for you.
In what safe place you have bestowed my money, or I shall break that merry sconce of yours that stands on tricks when I am undisposed. Where is 1,000 marks thou hadst to me?
Well, I have some of your marks upon my pate, some of my mistress marks upon my shoulders, but not 1,000 marks between you both. If I should pay your worship those again, perchance you would not bear them patiently, huh?
Thy mistress marks, what mistress slave hast thou?
Your worship's wife? My mistress at the Phoenix, she that doth fast till you come home to dinner and prays that you will hie you home to dinner. Oh, here we go. Baby steps.
What? Will thou flout me thus unto my face? Be it forbidden! I'm your master! There! Take you that! Sir Knave!
What mean you, sir? Oh, for God's sake, hold your hands! And you will not. Will take my heels.
On my life, by some device or other, the villain is overwrought of all my money. All to the centaur to go seek this slave. I greatly fear my money is not safe.
Somebody help me. Oh, thank you. Freedom!
Have you found him?
Well, I don't know. Did you find him?
Well, I didn't
Well, I
find
mean,
him.
I don't know.
Why didn't you find him? Oh, look back there. Look how the trees over there. I don't know. Maybe some restaurant.
Boring Aegeon has escaped and is on the loose. Watch your backs. He's one bad hombre. Anybody see where he went? Any one of you? No? There they are. I was looking for these. Apparently, there are only one pair of manacles left in all of Ephesus. Thanks, Obama.
Neither my husband nor the slave returned, that in such haste I sent to seek his master. Sure, Luciana, it is 2 o'clock.
Perhaps some merchant hath invited him, and from the mart he's somewhere gone to dinner. Good sister, let us dine and never fret. A man is master of his liberty. Time is their master, and when they see time, they'll go or come. If so, be patient, sister.
Why should their liberty than ours be more?
Because their business still lies out a door.
Look, when I serve him so, he takes it ill.
Oh, no, he is the bridle of your will.
There's none but asses would be bridled so.
Oh, why headstrong liberty is lashed with woe. There's nothing situate under heaven's eye, but hath his bound in earth, in sea, in sky. The beasts The fishes and the winged fowls are their male subjects and at their controls. Men, more divine, the masters of all these, lords of the wide world and wild watery seas, endued with intellectual sense and souls of more preeminence than fish and fowls, are masters to their females and their lords. Then let your will attend on their accords.
This servitude makes you to keep unwed.
Not this, but troubles of the marriage bed.
But were you wedded, you would bear some sway.
Ere I learn love, I'll practice to obey.
How? If your husband starts some otherwhere.
Till he come home again, I would forbear.
Patience unmoved, no marvel though she pause. They can be meek that have no other cause. A wretched soul bruised with adversity, we bid be quiet when we hear it cry. But were we burdened with light weight of pain as much or more, would we ourselves complain? So thou, that hast no unkind mate to grieve thee, with urging helpless patience wouldst relieve me. But if thou live to see like ripe bereft, this fool beg patience in thee will be left.
Well, I will marry one day, but to try.
Mistress!
Here comes your man. Now is your husband and I.
Say, is your tardy master now at hand?
Nay, he's at two hands with me, that my 2 ears can witness.
Say, didst thou speak with him? Knowst thou his mind?
Aye, he told me his mind upon mine ear. Shrew his hand, I scarce could understand it.
Spake he so doubtfully thou couldst not feel his meaning?
Nay, he struck so plainly I could too well feel his blows, and withal so doubtfully I could scarce understand them.
But say, I prithee, is he coming home? It seems he hath great care to please his wife.
Why, sure, mistress. My master is horn mad.
Horn mad!
Whew.
Thou villain!
I mean, not cuckold mad. Sure, he's stark mad. When I desired him come home to dinner, he asked me for 1,000 marks in gold. 'Tis dinner time, quoth I. My gold, quoth he. Your meat doth burn, quoth I. My gold, quoth he. Will you come home, quoth I. My gold, quoth he. Where is the 1,000 marks I gave thee, villain? The pig, quoth I, is burned. My gold, quoth he, of my mistress, sir. Hang up your mistress. I know not your mistress. Out upon your mistress. There's the Antipholus. Crazy.
Not quite well.
Okay, Antipholus is not.
Quoth who?
Oh, quoth my master. I know, quoth he, no house, no wife, no mistress. And then my errand, due unto my tongue, I thank him. I bear home upon my shoulders. For in conclusion, he did beat me there, there, and there.
Go back, thou slave, and fetch thy master home.
Go back again and be new beaten home? For God's sake, send some other messenger.
Back, slave, or I will break thy Peter cross.
He'll bless that cross with other beating. Between you I shall have a holy head.
Yeah, he likes that.
Whoa!
Hence, prating peasant, fetch thy master home!
Am I so round with you as you with me? Like a football, you do spurn me thus? You'll spurn me hence, he'll spurn me hither. If I do last in this service, you must case me in leather. Yay! Wow!
Why, how impatience loureth in your face!
His company must do his minions grace, whilst I at home starve for a merry look. Oh, hath homely age the alluring beauty took from my poor cheek? Then he hath wasted it. Are my discourses dull, barren my wit? If voluble and sharp discourse be marred, unkindness blunts it more than marble hard. Do their gay vestments his affections bait? That's not my fault. He's master of my state. What ruins are in me that can be found by him not ruined? Then is he the ground of my defeatures, my decayed fair. A sunny look of his would soon repair, but too unruly dear, he breaks the pail and feeds from home. For I am but his stale.
Self-harming jealousy, fie, beat it hence.
Unfeeling fools can with such wrongs dispense. I know his eye doth homage otherwhere.
Which one? This one?
Or else would let it, but he would be here. I know. Sister, you know he promised me a chain. Would that alone, he would detain. But since that my beauty cannot please his eye, no weep what's left away. And weeping die.
How many fond fools? How many fond fools? Fine, forget it. I don't have a
The gold I gave to Dromio is laid up safe at the centaur, and the heedful slave has wandered forth and cared to seek me out by computation and mine host's report. I could not speak with Dromio since I sent him from the mart. How now, sir, is your merry humor altered? As you love, stroke, so jest with me again. You know no centaur, you receive no gold. Your mistress said to have me home to dinner. My house was at the Phoenix. Wast thou mad that thus so madly thou didst answer me?
What answer, sir? When spake I such a word?
Even here, even now, not half an hour since.
I did not see you since you sent me hence, home to the centaur, with the gold you gave me.
Villain, thou didst deny the gold's receipt and told me of a mistress and a dinner for which I hope thou feltst I was displeased.
I am glad to see you in this merry vein. What means this jest? I pray you, master, tell me.
Yea, dost thou jeer and flout me in the teeth? Oh, thinkest thou I jest? Oh, take thou that, and that, and...
Hold, sir! For God's sakes! Now you're just as earnest. Upon what bargain do you give it me?
Because that I familiarly do sometimes use you for my fool and chat with you, your sauciness will jest upon my love and make a common of my serious hours. If you will jest with me, know my aspect and fashion your demeanor to my looks, or I will beat this method in your skunks.
Taco time.
Scones call you it, so you would leave battering.
I would rather have it ahead. Can you use these blows long? I must get a sconce for my head and ensconce it too, or else I shall sink my wit in my shoulders. But I pray, sir, why am I beaten?
Dost thou not know?
Nothing, sir, but that I am beaten.
Shall I tell thee why?
Aye, sir, and wherefore? For they say every why hath a wherefore.
Why, first for flouting me, and then wherefore for urging it the second time to me.
Was there ever any man thus beaten out of season, when in the why and the wherefore is neither rhyme nor reason. Well, sir, I thank you.
Thank me, sir, for what?
Marry, sir, for this something that you gave me for nothing.
I'll make you amends next to give you nothing for something.
So little. There we go.
Don't say, sir, it's at dinner time.
No, sir, I think the meat wants that I
A
have.
good time, sir, what's that?
Basting!
Well, sir, 'twill then be dry.
If it be, sir, I pray you eat none of it.
Your reason?
Lest it make you choleric and purchase me another dry basting.
Hey, getting wet! Well, sir, learn to jest in good time. There's a time for all things.
I durst have denied it before you were so choleric.
By what rules, sir?
Marry, sir, by a rule as plain as the plain bald pate of Father Time himself. Let's hear it. There's no time for a man to recover his hair that grows bald by nature.
Can he not do it by fine and recovery?
Yes, to pay a fine for a periwig and recover the lost hair of another man.
Why is time such a miser of hair, being as it is so
Plentiful in excrement. Because it is a blessing he bestows on beasts. And when he hath scanted men in hair, he hath given them in wit.
Why, but there's many a man hath more hair than wit.
Not a man of those, but he hath the wit to lose his hair.
Why, thou didst conclude hairy men plain dealers without wit. I knew 'twould be a bald conclusion. Oh, but some who walks us yonder.
Aye, Antipholus! Look strange and frown. Some other mistress hath thy sweet aspects. I am not Adriana, nor thy wife. The time was once when thou unurged wouldst vow that never words were music to thine ear, that never object pleasing to thine eye, that never touch welcome to thy hand, that never meat sweet savor to thy taste, unless I spake, or looked, or touched, or carved to thee. How comes it now, my husband, oh, how comes it that thou art thus estranged from myself? Ow! Do not tear away thyself from me! For no, my love, as easy mayst thou fall a drop of water in the breaking gulf, and take from me that same drop again, without addition or diminishing, as take from me thyself, and not me too. How dearly would it touch me to the quick, shouldst thou but hear I were licentious, and that this body, consecrate to thee by ruffian lust, should be contaminate. Shouldst thou not spit at me, and spurn at me, and hurl the name of husband in my face, and from my harlot brow tear the stained skin, and from my false hand cut the wedding ring, and break it with a deep divorcing vow! I know thou canst, and therefore see thee do it. I am possessed with an adulterate lot. My blood is mingled with the crime of lust. For if we two be one, and thou play false, I do digest the poison of thy flesh, being strumpeted by thy contagion. Keep then falling, and truce from thy true bed. I live disdained.
Plead you to me, fair dame. I know you not. In Ephesus, I am but 2 hours old, a stranger to your town, as to your talk, who every word by all my wit being scanned, want wit in all one word to understand.
My brother! How the world has changed with you! When were you wont to use my sister thus? She sent for you by Dromio home to dinner.
By Dromio. By me.
By thee! And this thou didst return from him, that he did buffet thee, and in his blows denied my house for his, me for his wife!
Did you converse, sir, with this gentlewoman? What is the course adrift to your compact?
Aye, sir! I never saw her in my life, sir!
Villain, thou didst deny and told me of a mistress and a dinner!
I never saw her in all my life!
How could she thus then call us by our names? Unless it be by inspiration.
How ill agrees it with your gravity to counterfeit thus grossly with your slave, abetting him to thwart me in my mood. Be it my wrong, you are from me exempt, but wrong not that wrong with a more contempt. Come, I will fasten on this sleeve of thine. Thou art an ell, my husband. I of thine, whose weakness, married to thy stronger state, makes me with thy strength to communicate. If aught possess thee from me, it is dross. Usurping ivy, briar, or idle moss, who all for want of pruning with intrusion, infect thy sap and live on thy confusion.
To me she speaks, she moves me for her theme. What, was I married to her in a dream? Or sleep I now and think I hear all this? What error drives our eyes and ears of me? Okay. Until I know the sure uncertainty, I'll entertain the offered fallacy.
Dromio, go bid the servants spread for dinner.
Oh, for my beads. I crossed me for a sinner. This is the fairyland!
Oh, spite of spites, we talk with goblins, owls, and sprites. Hello. If we obey them not, this will ensue. They'll suck our breath.
Or pinch it black and blue. Why pratest thou to thyself and answerest not? Dromio, thou drone! Thou snail! Thou slug! Thou thought!
I am transformed! Master! Am I not?
I think thou art in mind, and so am I.
Nay, both in mind and in my shape.
Thou hast thine own form.
No, I am an ape.
If thou art changed to aught, 'tis to an ass.
'Tis so. She rides me, and I long for grass. 'Tis so. I am an ass. Else it could never be that I should know her as well as she knows me.
Come, come, no longer will I be a fool to put the finger in the eye and weep, whilst man and master laugh my woes to scorn. Come, sir, to dinner. Dromio, keep the gate. Husband, I'll dine above with you today and shrive you of a dozen idle pranks. Sirrah, if any calls for your master, say he dines forth and let no creature enter.
Come, sister. Dromio, play the porter well. What in earth, in heaven, or in hell, sleeping or waking, mad or well advised, no, not to these and to myself disguised. I'll say as they say and persever so, and in this mist at all adventures go. Master, shall I play porter at the gate?
Aye, and let none enter lest I break your pate.
Come, come, Antipholus, we dine too late.
like your glasses.
I also have glasses.
Mine go like this. Thank you.
All right, the first one to tell me where boring Aegeon went, I'll make them ambassador to Russia. You ready? It's a great job. Lots of job security. No takers? There he is. Ha! Aegeon!
Good, Senior Angelo. You must excuse us all. My wife is shrewish when I keep not hours. Say that I did linger with you at your shop to see the making of her carcanet, and that tomorrow you will bring it home. But here's a villain that would face me down. He met me on the march, and that I beat him, and charged him with 1,000 marks in gold, and that I did deny my wife and house. Thou drunkard thou! What didst thou mean by this?
Say what you will, sir, but I know what I know. That you beat me on the mart. I have your hand to show. If the skin were parchment and the blows you gave were ink, your own handwriting would tell you what I think.
I think thou art an ass.
Mary, so it doth appear. By the wrongs I suffer and the blows I bear, I should kick being kicked. Being at that pass, you keep from my heels and beware of an axe.
You're sad, Senior Balthazar. Pray God our cheer may answer my goodwill and your good welcome here.
I hold your dainties cheap, sir, and you're welcome, dear.
No, Senior Balthazar, either flesh or fish, a table full of welcome makes scarce one dainty dish.
Good meat, sir, is common, that every churl affords.
Welcome more common, for that's nothing but words.
Small cheer and great welcome makes a merry feast.
Aye, to a miserly host and more sparing guest, but though my cates be mean, take them in good part. Better cheer may you have, but not better heart. But soft, my door is locked.
Whoa!
Go bid them let us in.
Whoa! Maud, Bridget, Marion, Cecil, Jillian, Jen.
Mo! Maldhorse, Herpon, Cocktail, Idiot!
Huh?
Either get thee from the door or sit down at the hatch. Dost thou conjure for wenches that thou call'st for such store? When one is one too many, go, get thee from the door.
What patches made our border? My master stays in the street.
Let him walk from whence he came, lest he catch cold on's feet.
Who talks within there? Ho, open the door.
Oh, right, sir. I'll tell you when, and you tell me wherefore.
Wherefore? For my dinner I have not dined today.
Nor today, here you must not. Come again, you may.
What art thou that keepeth thee out in the house I owe?
The porter for this time, sir, and my name is Dromio.
Oh! Villain! Thou hast stolen both mine office and my name. Well, the one there got me credit, and the other mickle blame. Thou hast been Dromio. Today in my place, thou wouldst have changed thy face for a name, and thy name for an ass.
What a coil is there, Dromio? Who are those at the gates?
Let my master in, Looch.
Faith, no, he comes too late. And so tell your master.
Oh, Lord, I must laugh. Have at you with a proverb. Shall I set in my staff?
Have at you with another. That's when, can you tell?
If thy name be called Looch, Looch, thou hast answered him well.
Do you hear, you minion? You'll let us in, I hope.
I thought to have asked you.
And you said no.
Oh, come, help! Well struck! Here was blow for blow!
Thou baggage, let me in.
Can you tell for whose sake?
Master, knock the door hard!
Let him knock for the eight.
You'll cry for this minion if I beat the door down.
What needs all
cheer, sir, nor welcome. We would fain have either.
In debating which was best, we shall part with neither.
They stand at the door, master. Bid them welcome either. Either? Shakespeare.
There is something in the wind that we cannot get in.
You would say so, master, if your garments were thin.
Go fetch me something, I'll break open the gate.
Break any breaking here and I'll break your knave's pate.
A man may break a word with you, sir, and words are but wind. Break it in your face if you break it not behind.
It seems thou want'st breaking. Out upon thee, hide.
There's too much out upon thee. I pray, let me in.
Aye, when fowls have no feathers and fish have no fin.
Whoa!
Well, I'll break in. Go borrow me a crow.
A crow without feather? Master, mean you so?
Get thee gone! Fetch me an iron crow.
Have
heard
patience,
that.
sir. Oh, let it not be so. Herein you war against your reputation and draw within the compass of suspect the unviolated honor of your wife. Be ruled by me. Depart in patience. Let us to the tiger all to dinner.
The tiger!
And about evening, come yourself, alone, to know the reason of this strange restraint. If by strong hand you offer to break in, now in the stirring passage of the day, a vulgar comment will be made of it, and that supposed by the common route against your yet ungalled estimation, that may with foul intrusion enter in, and dwell upon your grave when you're dead.
You have prevailed.
The tiger!
I will depart in quiet.
The tiger!
And in despite of mirth, mean to be merry. I know a wench of excellent discourse, pretty and witty, wild, and yet too gentle. There will we dine. This woman that I mean, my wife, but I protest without desert, hath oftentimes upbraided me withal. There will we to dinner. Get you home and fetch the chain. By this I know 'tis made. Bring it, I pray you, to the Porpentine, for there's the house. That chain will I bestow, be it for nothing but to spite mine wife upon mine hostess there. Good sir, make haste. Since mine own doors refuse to entertain me, I'll knock elsewhere to see if they'll disdain me.
I'll meet you at that place some hour hence.
Do so. This jest shall cost me some expense.
It's pretty close, right? Master! Master!
And may it be that you have quite forgot a husband's office. Shall Antipholus, even in the spring of love, thy love springs brought, shall love in building grow so ruinous? If you did wed my sister for her wealth, then for her wealth's sake use her with more kindness. Or, if you like elsewhere, do it by stealth. Muffle your false love with some show of blindness. Let not my sister read it in your eye. Be not thy tongue thy own shame's orator. Look sweet, be fair, become disloyalty. Apparel vice, like virtue's harbinger. Bear a fair presence, though your heart be tainted. Teach sin the carriage of a holy saint. Be secret, false. What need she be acquainted? And what simple thief brags of his own attaint? 'Tis double wrong to truant with your bed and let her read it in thy books at board. Shame hath a bastard fame well managed, ill deeds are doubled with an evil word. Alas, poor women, make us but believe, being compact of credit, that you love us, though others have the arm, show us the sleeve. And we in your motion turn, and you may move us. Then, gentle brother, get you in again. Comfort my sister, cheer her, call her wife. 'Tis holy sports to be a little vain when the sweet breath of flattery conquers strife.
Sweet mistress, what your name is else I know not, nor by what wonder you do hidden mine less in your knowledge and your grace you show not than our earth's wonder more than earth divine. Teach me, dear creature, how to think and speak. Lay open to my earthly gross conceit, smothered in errors, feeble, shallow, weak, the folded meaning of your words' deceit. Against my soul's pure truth, why labor you to make it wander in an unknown field? Are you a god? Would you create me new? Oh, Transform me then, and to your power all yield. But if that I am I, then well I know your weeping sister is no wife of mine, nor to her bed no homage do I owe. Far more to you do I decline. Oh, train me not, sweet mermaid, to drown me in thy sister's flood of tears. Sing, siren, for thyself, and I will dote. Spread o'er the silver waves thy beauteous hairs, and as a bed I'll take them and there lie, and in that glorious supposition think he gains by death that hath such means to die. Let love be in light, be drowned if she sink.
What? Are you mad that you do reason so?
Not mad, but mated. How, I do not know.
It is a fault that springeth from your eye.
For gazing on your beams, fair sun, being by.
Gaze where you should. And that will clear your sight.
As good to wink, sweet love, as look on night.
Why call you me love? Call my sister so.
Thy sister's sister.
That's my sister.
No, it is thyself. Mine own self's better part. Mine eyes clear eye, my dear heart's dearer heart. My food, my fortune, and my sweet hope's aim. My soul, earth's heaven, and my heaven's claim.
All this my sister is, or else should be.
Call thyself sister sweet, for I am thee. Thee will I love, and with thee lead my life. Thou hast no husband, yet nor I no wife. Give me thy hand.
Oh, soft, sir! Hold you still. I'll fetch my sister to get her goodwill.
Oh no, Dromio, where runnest thou so fast? Oh,
Do you know me, sir? Am I Dromio? Am I your man?
oh, thou art Dromio, thou art my man, thou art thyself.
Oh, no! I am an ass.
Oh.
I am a woman's man. And besides myself.
What woman's man, and how besides thyself?
Me, sir! Besides myself, I am due to a woman. One that claims me. One that haunts me. One that will have me.
Ah, what claims lay she to thee?
Mary, sir, such a claim as you would lay to your horse. And she would have me as a beast. Not that I, being a beast, she would have me, but that she, being a hairy, beastly creature, lays claim to me.
What is she?
A very reverent body. I, such a one as a man may not speak of without he say, whoo, sir, reverence. I have but lean luck in the match. She's the kitchen wench. I know. All grease. And I know not what use to put her to, but to make a lamp of her and run from her by her own light.
What's her name?
Nell, sir?
Oh, that's pretty.
This drudge, divine, laid claim to me, called me Dromio, swore I was assured to her, told me what privy marks I had about me, as the mark of my shoulder, the mole in my neck, the great wart of my left arm. And you need to see it because she censorship. Then I, amazed, ran from her as a beast. And I think if my breast had not been made of faith and my heart of steel, she had transformed me to a curdled dog and made me turn in the wheel.
Go, hie thee presently, post to the road, and if any wind blow away from shore, I will not harbor in this town tonight. If any bark put forth, come to the mart where I will walk till thou return to me. If everyone knows us and we know none, 'tis time, I think, to trudge back and be gone.
Every night, my
As from a bear, a man would run for life, so fly I from her that would be my wife.
Oh, there's none but witches do inhabit here, and therefore 'tis high time that I were hence.
Master Antipholus!
Aye, that's my name.
I know it well. Lo, here is the chain. I thought to obtain you at the Porpentine. No? Okay. The chain, unfinished, made me stay thus long.
What is your will, sir, that I shall do with this?
What please yourself, sir, I've made it for you.
Oh, made it for me! Oh, I bespoke it not.
Oh, not once, not twice, but 20 times you have. Go home with it and please your wife withal. And soon at supper time I'll visit you and then receive my money for the chain.
Oh, I pray you, sir, receive the money now, for ne'er you see chain nor money more.
You are a merry man, sir. Fare you well. The tiger!
What I should think of this, I cannot tell. But this I think. There's no man so vain as would refuse so fair an offered chain. I mean, it's gold. I see a man here needs not live by shifts when in the streets he meets such golden gifts. All to the Centaur, and therefore Dromio say, if any ship put out, then straight away.
To build your own border wall, kid. I got it from IKEA. Got a great deal on it, too. Great deal, believe me. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate. Rough winds do shake the darling buds of May, and summer's lease hath all too short a date. You like that? I wrote it myself. Nobody knows more about poetry than I do. Nobody. So I just signed a treaty with Richard III. Love what he's doing up there in England. Very strong leader, very respected, very respected. Very good friend of mine, too. It's true. What do you think of that wall so far, folks, huh? I mean, it's not done yet, but when it is, it's going to be huge. It's going to be the greatest wall, believe me, and the best part is, we're going to make the merchants of Syracuse pay for it. No, Aegeon, no, my wall, no, guards! Guards, no, my beautiful wall!
As for friends, well, you
Why?
just have it, but as soon as you pay the Duke his 1,000 marks,
Who knew being a
won't
duke could be
have
so
to
hard?
dodge the cops and sleep in the parks. It's a hard knock life, but I got no excuse. 'Cause I'm just an immigrant from Syracuse. I'm down, but I ain't out.
Oh, you know, since Pentecost, the sum is due. Since I have not importuned you.
Ow, 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 ow!
Therefore make present satisfaction, or I'll attach you by this officer.
Even just the sum that I do owe to you is growing to me by Antipholus. And in the instant that I met with you, he had of me a chain. At 5 o'clock, I will receive the money for the same. Please, if you walk with me down to his house, I shall discharge my bond, and thank you, too.
Well, that labor you may save. See where he comes?
While I to the goldsmith's house, go thou and buy a rope's end that I will bestow upon my wife and her confederates for locking me out of door by day. What's up? I see the goldsmith. Hi. Go thou and buy a rope's end and bring it home to me.
I buy 1,000 pounds a year. I buy a rope.
Hey. A man as well hope up the trusts to you. I promised your presence and the chain, but neither chain nor goldsmith came to me. Belike you thought our love would last too long if it were chained together. Then therefore came not.
Saving your merry humor, here's the note. How much your chain weighs to the utmost carat, the fineness of the gold, the chargeful fashion, which doth amount
to 3 odd ducats more than I stand debted to this courtesan. I am not furnished with the present money. Besides, I have some business in the town. Good signor, take the courtesan to my house, and with you take the chain, and bid my wife disperse the sum on the receipt thereof. Perchance I will be there as soon as you.
Well, then you will bring the chain to her yourself.
No marriage with you, lest I come not time enough.
Well, I will, sir. Have you the chain about you?
And if I have not, sir, I hope you have, or else you may return without your money.
Hey, come, I pray you, sir. Give me the chain.
Oh, good Lord! You use this dalliance to excuse your breach of promise to the porpentine. I should have chid you for not bringing it, but like a shrew, you first begin to brawl.
The hour steals on, sir. I pray you dispatch.
I know. You hear how they importune me? The chain.
I bring it to my wife and fetch your money.
Come, you know I gave you even now. Either send the chain or send me by some token.
Fine, now you've run this humor out of breath. Where's the chain? I pray you let me see it.
My business cannot brook this dalliance, good sir. Say whether you'll answer me or no. If not, I'll leave him to the officer.
I answer you? What should I answer you?
The money that you owe me for the chain.
I owe you none till I receive the chain.
You know I gave you half an hour since.
You gave me none. You wronged me much to say so.
Oh, you wrong me more, sir, in denying it. Consider how it stands upon my credit.
Well, officer, arrest him at my suit.
Okay. I do arrest you, sir, and charge you in the Duke's name to arrest me. No, I mean, obey me.
Oh. This touches me in reputation. Either consent to pay this sum for me, or I attach you by this officer.
Consent to pay thee that I never had? Arrest me, foolish fellow, if thou darest.
Oh, hang on a sec. Here's thy fee. Whoa. Arrest him, officer. I would not spare my brother in this case if he should scorn me so apparently. There you go.
I do arrest you, sir. You hear the suit?
I do obey thee till I give thee bail. But, sirrah, you shall buy this sport as dear as all the metal in your shop will answer.
Sir, I will have law in Ephesus to your notorious shame. I doubt it not.
Master! There's a bark of epidamnum that stays but till her owner comes aboard. And then, sir, she bears away. Our fraughtage, sir, I have conveyed aboard. And I have bought the oil, the balsamum, and the aqua vitale.
Aqua vitae.
The ship is in her trim. The merry wind blows fair from land. They stay for naught at all, but for their owner, master, and yourself.
How now, a madman? Why, thou peevish sheep! What ship of epidemnum stays for me?
The ship you sent me to hire wharfage.
Oh, thou drunken slave! I sent thee for a rope and told thee to what purpose and what end.
You sent me for a rope's end as soon. You sent me to the bay, sir, for a bark.
I will debate this matter at more leisure, and teach your ears to list me with more heed. To Adriana, villain, hie thee straight. Give her this key and tell her in the desk there is a purse of ducats. Oh, let her send it. Tell her I'm arrested in the street, and that should bail me. Hie thee, slave. Be gone. On, officer, to prison till it come.
To Adriana's! Sure. Oh, I get it. Carry on with your lives. That is where we dined, where Dalzabel did claim me for her husband. Thither I must, though against my will, for servants must their masters' minds fulfill.
Master!
Luciana! Did he tempt thee so? What observation madest thou in his case of his heart's meteors tilting in his face?
First he denied you had in him no rights.
He meant he did me none, the more my spite.
Then swore he that he was a stranger here.
And true, he swore, though yet forsworn he were.
Then pleaded I for you.
What said he?
That love I begged for you, he begged of me.
With what persuasion did he tempt thy love?
With words that in an honest suit might move. First he did praise my beauty, then my speech.
Did speak him fair?
Oh, have patience, I beseech.
I cannot, nor I will not. Hold me still. My tongue, though not my heart, shall have his will. He is deformed, crooked, old, and seared, ill-faced, worse body, shapeless everywhere, vicious, ungentle, foolish, blunt, unkind, stigmatical in making, worse in mind.
Who would be jealous then of such a one? No evil lost is wailed when it is gone.
Yeah, but I think him better than I say, and would yet herein others' eyes were worse. Far from her nest, the lapwing cries away. My heart pleads for him, though my tongue do curse.
Here, go to the desk. The purse. Sweet. Now make haste.
How hast thou lost thy breath?
By running fast.
Where is thy master, Dromio? Is he well?
No! He's in Tartar limbo. Worse than hell.
Why, man, what is the matter?
I do not know the matter. He is rested on the case.
What? Is he arrested? Tell me in whose suit?
I know not at whose suit he is rested well, but he's in a suit of buff which rested him. That can I tell. Oh, will you send him, mistress? Redemption. The money in the desk.
Go fetch it, sister. This I wonder at, that he, unknown to me, should be in debt. Tell me, was he arrested on a band?
No, not on a band. On a stronger thing. A chain! Dost thou not hear it ring?
What, the chain?
No, the bell. 'Tis time that I were gone.
There's the money, Dromio. Go fetch my master and bring him home immediately. Come, sister. I am pressed down with conceit. Conceit, my comfort and my injury.
There's not a man I meet but doth salute me as if I were their well-acquainted friend, and everyone doth call me by my name. Some tender money to me, some others give me thanks for kindnesses, some offer me commodities to buy. Even now, just some random girl walked up to me and made me buy 2 last year green stage t-shirts. And I'm like, what do I want to do with a last year green stage t-shirt? Green is not my color. I like pink or purple. Our new this year green stage t-shirt. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. So come on. Who wants them? I got 2. Somebody, make some noise. I need to hear noise. All right. Even now, a tailor called me in his shop and showed me silks that he had bought for me. Ooh, nice blanket. And there, withal, took measure of my body. Sure, these are but imaginary wiles, and frenzied sorcerers inhabit here.
Master! Here is the gold you sent me for. Here is the gold you sent me for.
What gold is this? I understand thee not.
Why, sir, I brought you word an hour since that the bark expedition put forth tonight. Then were you hindered by the sergeant to tarry for the hoy delay. Here are the angels that you sent for to deliver you.
This fellow is distracted, so am I.
Well, Matt. Master Antipholus, I see you found the goldsmith now. Is that the chain you've got there?
Satan avoid, I charge thee, tempt me not.
Master! Is this Mistress Satan?
It is the devil.
No, this is worse. This is the devil's dam. And here they come in the habit of a light wench, and thereof come that the wenches say, God damn it. Come not near them!
Oh, trees.
I love trees.
Look at that.
They're so
Your
tall.
man and your marvelous Mary, sir. Will you go with me? We'll mend our dinner here.
Oh. Master! If you do, expect spoon meat or bespeak a long spoon.
Why, Dromio?
Mary, he must have a long spoon that must eat with the devil.
Oh. Avaunt! What tellest thou me of supping? Thou art as you are all. Yes! No! Yes! No! A sorceress! I conjure thee to leave me and be gone.
Give me the ring of mine you had at dinner, else for that diamond, the chain you've got there, and I'll be gone, sir, and not bother you.
Some devils ask but the parings of one's nail. A rush, a hair, a drop of blood, a pin, a nut, a cherry stone. But they, more covetous, would have a chain. Master, be wise, and if you give it them, the devil will take their chain and fright us with it. Boogity, boogity!
Give me my ring or else the chain. I hope you do not mean to cheat me thus.
But thou wit! Come, Dromio, let us go!
Fly pride, says the peacock, mistress that you know.
Now, out of doubt, Antipholus is mad, else he would never demean himself so. A ring he hath a mind worth 40 ducats. And the reason that I gather he is mad, aside from this present instance of his rage, is a mad tale he told to me today at dinner of his own doors being shut against his entrance. Belike his wife, acquainted with his fits, on purpose shut the doors against his way. My way now is to hie home to his house and tell his wife that being lunatic, he perforce took my ring away. This course I fittest choose, for 40 ducats too much to lose.
Fear me not, man. I will not break away. I'll give thee, ere I leave thee, so much money to warrant thee as I'm arrested for. My wife is in a wayward mood today and will not lightly trust the messenger that I should be attached in Ephesus. I tell you, 'twill sound harshly in her ear.
Master!
But here's my man. I think he brings the money. Enough, sir. Have you that I sent you for?
Here's that I warrant you. Well, pay them all.
But where's the money?
Sir, I gave the money for the rope.
500 ducats, villain, for a rope?
I'll serve you, sir, 500 at that rate.
And to what end did I bid thee hie thee home?
Well, to a rope's end, sir. And to that end, I am returned.
And to that end, sir, I will welcome you.
Good sir, be patient.
It is for me to be patient. I am in adversity.
Good. Now hold thy tongue.
Rather bid him hold his hands.
Oh, thou whoreson! Senseless!
Villain! I would that I were senseless
is an ass.
I am an ass indeed. You may know it by my long years. I have served him from the hour of my nativity to this instant. I've had nothing at his hands for my service but blows.
Is that true?
This, I'm gonna have a picnic. When I'm cold, he warms. Can I have this? When I'm cold, he warms me with beating. When I'm warm, he cools me with beating. I am raised with it when I sleep, waked with it when I go to bed, driven out of doors with it when I go from home. I bear it on my back as a beggar want her brat. If I think when he hath laid me, I will beg with it from door to door.
Come, go along, my wife is coming yonder.
Oh, Mass Mistress, respice finum. Respect your end, or rather, prophecy like the parrot. Ah! Beware, the rope's end.
Wilt thou still talk?
What say you now? Is not your husband?
His incivility confirms no less. Good Dr. Pinch, you are a conjurer. Establish him in his true sense again, and I will please you what you will demand.
Alas, how fiery and how sharp he looks.
Mark how he trembles in his ecstasy.
Forgive me your hand, and let me feel your pulse.
There is my hand, and let it feel your ear.
I charge thee, Satan, housed within this man, to yield possession to my holy prayers, and to thy state of darkness. Are thee straight? I conjure thee by all the saints in heaven.
Peace, doting wizard, peace, I am not mad. Oh, that thou were not, poor distressed soul. Oh, you minion, you. Are these your customers? Did this companion with the saffron face revel and feasted at my house today, whilst upon me the guilty doors were shut up and I denied to enter my house? Oh, husband, God doth know you dined at home today. Where would you have remained until this time? Free from these slanders and this, oh, big shame. Dined at home. Thou villain, thou! What sayst thou?
Truth to say, sir, you did not dine at home.
Were not the doors locked up and I shut out?
The doors were locked and you shut out.
And did not she herself revile me there?
Sans fable, she herself reviled you there.
Did not her sister rail, taunt, and scorn me?
Indeed, she did. The sister, she there scorned you.
And did not I, in rage, depart from thence?
Verity, you did. My bones bear witness, since it felt the vigors of his rage.
Is good to soothe him in these contraries.
It is no shame. The fellow finds his vein, and yielding to him, humors well his frenzy.
Thou hast suborned the goldsmith to arrest me. Alas, I sent you money to redeem you by Dromio here came in haste for it.
Money by me, the heart and goodwill you might, but surely, master, not a rag of money.
Went'st thou not to her for a purse of ducats? It came to me, and I delivered it.
And I am witness with her that she did.
God and the rope maker bear me witness that I was sent for nothing but a rope. Mistress, both man and master is possessed. I knew it by their pale and deadly looks. They must be bound and laid in some dark room.
Say, wherefore did thou lock me forth today, and why dost thou deny the bag of gold? I did not, gentle husband, lock thee forth.
And gentle master, I received no gold, till I confess we were locked out.
Thou dissembling villain, thou speakst false in both. Dissembling harlot, thou art false in all, and art better with a damned track to make a loathsome abject scorn of me. Oh, with these nails I'll pluck out these false eyes that would behold in me this shameful sport. Ah, bind him! Bind him! Let him come not near me!
Company! The fiend is strong within him! Got him on the ropes, master!
Me, poor man, how pale and wan.
What, will you murder me? Thou jailer, thou, I am thy prisoner! Wilt thou suffer them to make a rescue?
Masters, let him go. He's my prisoner, and you shall not have him.
Go bind this man, for he is frantic too.
What wilt thou do, thou peevish officer? Hast thou delight to see a wretched man do outrage and displeasure to himself?
He's my prisoner. If I let him go, the debt he owes will be required of me.
I will discharge thee ere I go from thee.
Oh.
Bear me forthwith unto his creditor, and knowing how the sum grows, I will pay it.
Okay.
Good master, see him safe conveyed home to my house. Oh, most unhappy day.
Oh, most unhappy strumpet!
Master, I am here entered into bond for you.
Oh, now, villain, why dost thou mad me?
Will you be bound for nothing? Be mad, good master. Cry, the devil, the devil.
Say now, whose suit is he arrested at?
One Angelo, a goldsmith. Do you know him?
I know the man. What is the sum he owes?
200 ducats.
Say, how grows it? Do!
Due for a chain your husband had of him.
He did bespeak a chain for me, but had it not.
When is your husband all in a rage? Took my ring away, the ring I saw upon his finger now. Straight after did I meet him with a chain.
That may be so, but I did never see it come, jailer. Bring me where the goldsmith is. I long to know the truth hereof at large.
Let's call my help and have him bound!
Away! They'll kill us!
I see these witches are afraid of water!
She that would be your wife now ran from you. Sorry.
Come, go to the centaur to fetch our stuff from thence. I long that we were safe and sound aboard.
Faye! Stay here this night. They will surely do us no harm. You saw they speak us fair. Give us gold. Methinks they are such a gentle nation that but for the mountain of mad flesh that claims marriage of me. I could find it in my heart to stay here still and turn witch.
I will not harbor in this town for all the night, therefore away to fetch our stuff aboard.
All right. Listen up, folks. Boring Aegeon has escaped my guards. He's ravaged my countryside. He's destroyed my wall. And he's turned my own people against me. No duke in the history of the world has been treated as unfairly as I have. But despite the constant negative press, Cafefe. That'll show him. Well, you don't know what that means? Cafefe. Well, maybe your vocabulary should be as bigly as mine is. Cafefe, right? That's how you pronounce Cafefe? It's Cafefe or Cafifi? I don't know. Cafife? How does it scream?
I am sorry, friend, that I have hindered you, but I protest. He had the chain of me, though most dishonestly he doth deny it.
Speak soft yonder as I think he walks.
'Tis so. And that self-chain about his neck which he forswore most monstrously to have. Good friend, draw near to me. I'll speak with him. Monsieur Antipholus, I wonder much that you would put me to this shame and trouble, and not without some scandal to yourself, with circumstance and oaths, so to deny this chain, which now you wear so openly. Beside the charge, the shame of imprisonment, you have done wrong to this. My honest friend, you had that chain of me, can you deny it?
I think it be, sir, I deny it not.
That you did, sir, and forswore it too.
Who heard me to deny it or forswear it?
These ears of mine thou know'st did hear thee. Fie on thee, wretch! 'Tis a pity thou livest to walk where any decent man resorts.
Thou art a villain to impeach me thus.
Impeach! Who's getting impeached? You can't impeach me! I'm the greatest duke of all time! I can't be fired, you're fired! I didn't even want this job in the first place! I quit!
Approve mine honor and mine honesty against thee presently, if thou dare stand.
I dare stand and defy thee as a villain.
Oh, pardon not, for God's sake! He is mad! Some get within him! Take his arms away! I will be hunted! God's sake!
This is the priory! In, or we are spoiled!
Be quiet, people! Wherefore throng you hither?
To fetch my poor distracted husband hence! Let us come in that we may bind him fast and bear him home for his recovery!
I knew he was not perfect in his wits.
I'm sorry now that I did draw on him.
How long hath this possession held the man?
This week he hath been heavy, sour, sad, and much different from the man he was. But till this afternoon, his passion ne'er brake into extremity of rage.
Hath he not lost much wealth by wreck of sea? Buried some dear friend? Hath not else his eye strayed his affection in unlawful love? A sin prevailing much in youthful men, who give their eyes the liberty of gazing. Which of these sorrows is he subject to?
To none of these? Except it be the last, namely some love that drew him off from home.
You should have, for that, have reprehended him.
Why, so I did.
Aye, but not rough enough.
As roughly as my modesty would let me,
Haply in private.
and in assemblies too.
Aye, but not enough.
It was the copy of my conference. In bed, he slept not for my urging it. At board, he fed not for my urging it. Alone, it was the subject of my theme. In company, I often glanced it. Still, I did tell him it was vile and bad.
And thereof came it that the man was mad. The venom clamors of a jealous woman poisons more deadly than a mad dog's tooth.
That's really sexist.
It seems his sleeps were hindered by thy railing, and thereof comes it that his head is light. It seems his meat was sauced with thy upbraidings. Unquiet meals make ill digestions. Thou sayest his sports were hindered by thy brawls? Sweet recreation, board! What doth ensue but moody and dull melancholy of pale distemperatures and foes to life? In food and sport, in life-preserving rest, to be disturbed with mad or man or beast. The consequence is then, thy jealous fits hath scared thy husband from the use of wits.
Oh, she never reprehended him but mildly, when he demeaned himself rough, rude, and wildly. Why do you these rebukes and answer not?
She did betray me to my own reproof. Good people, enter and lay hold on him.
No, not a creature enters my house.
Then let your servants bring my husband forth.
Neither. He took this place for sanctuary, and it shall privilege him from your hands till I have brought him to his wits again, or lose my labor in assaying it, eh? Eh? Eh?
I will attend my husband, be his nurse, diet his sickness, for it is my office, and will have no attorney but myself. And therefore, let me have him home with me.
Have patience, for I will not let him stir till I have used the approved means I have, with wholesome syrups, drugs, and holy prayers, to make of him a formal man again. It is a branch and parcel of mine oath. Charitable duty of my order. Therefore, depart and leave him here with me.
I will not hence and leave my husband here, and ill doth beseem your holiness to separate the husband with the wife.
Be quiet and depart. Thou shalt not have him.
Let's just complain unto the Duke of this indignity.
Come, go. I will fall prostrate at his feet and never rise until my tears and prayers have won his grace to come in person hither and take perforce my husband from the
Why do you support this?
Anon, I'm sure the Duke himself doth come this way to the melancholy vale, the place of death and foul execution behind the ditches of the Abbey here,
Upon what cause?
to see a reverend Syracusian merchant who put unluckily into the bay against the laws and strictures of this town and was beheaded publicly for the offense.
Who? See where they come. We shall behold his death.
Oh, it's a new Duke.
You could Duke before he passed the Abbey.
Yet once again proclaim it publicly. If any friend will pay the sum for him, he shall not die. So much we tender him.
Justice! Oh, Bernie, grant me justice! Against the Abbess!
Gracious and reverend lady, it cannot be that she hath done thee wrong.
May it please your grace, Antipholus, this ill day a most outrageous fit of madness took him, that desperately he hurried through the streets with him, his bondman, all as mad as he, doing displeasure to the citizens. Once did I get him bound and send him home. Anon I wot not by what strong escape he broke from those that had the guard of him, and with his mad attendant and himself, each with ireful passion weapons drawn, chased us away till raising up for aid we came again to bind him. Then they fled into this abbey here, and here the abbess shuts the gates on us. Therefore, most gracious Duke, with thy command, let him be brought forth and borne hence for help.
Long since thy husband served us in our wars against Wall Street and the 1%. Go, some of you, knock at the Abbey gate and bid the Lady Abbess come to me. I will determine this before I stop. Come, stand by me, fear nothing.
Please, my husband! Witness you he is born about invisible. Even now we housed him in the abbey here, and now he's there. Hast thought of human reason. Justice, most gracious Duke, oh grant me justice, even for the service that long since I did thee when I bestrid thee in the wars and took deep scars to save thy life, even for the blood that then I lost for thee. Now grant me justice.
Unless the fear of death doth make me dote, I see my son Antipholus and Dromio.
Justice, sweet prince, against that woman there that hath this day abused and dishonored me even in the strength and height of injury beyond imagination is the wrong that she this day hath shameless thrown upon me.
Discover how, and thou shalt find me just.
This day, most gracious Duke, she shut the doors upon me, while she with harlots feasted in my house.
A grievous fault, say woman, didst thou so?
No, my good lord, myself, he and my sister, today did dine together, and so befall my soul, as this is false, He burdens me with all.
Ne'er may I look on day nor sleep on night, but she tells your highness simple truth.
Oh, perjured woman, they are both forsworn. In this the madman justly chargeth them.
My liege, I am advised in what I say, neither disturbed with the effects of wine, nor heady rash provoked with raging ire, albeit my wrongs might make one wiser mad. This woman locked me out this day from dinner. That goldsmith there, were he not packed with her, could witness it, for he was with me then, who parted with me to go fetch a chain, promising to bring it to the Porpentine, where Balthazar and I did dine together. Our dinner done, and he not coming thither, I went to seek him. In the street I met him, and in his company that courtesan. There did this perjured goldsmith swear me down that I this day of him received a chain, which God he knows I saw not. For the which he did arrest me with an officer. I did obey, and sent my peasant home for certain ducats. He with none returned. Then fairly I bespoke the officer to go in person with me to my house. By the way we met my wife, her sister, and a rabble more of vile confederates. Along with them they brought one pinch, a hungry, lean-faced villain, a mere anatomy, a mountebank, a threadbare juggler, and a fortune-teller, a needy, hollow-eyed, sharp-looking wretch, a dead-looking man! This pernicious slave forsooth took on him as a conjurer, and gazing in mine eye, feeling my pulse, cries out, I was possessed! Possessed! Then all together they fell upon me, bound me, bore me, thence and in a dark and dakish vault at home there left me and my man, both bound together till 9 with my teeth. My bonds asunder, I gained my freedom, and immediately ran thither to your grace, whom I beseech to give me ample satisfaction for these deep shames and great indignities.
In truth, my lord, thus far I witnessed with him. He did not dine at home, but was locked out.
But had he such a chain of thee or no?
Oh, he did, my lord, and when he ran in here, these people saw the chain about his neck.
Yeah, besides, I will be sworn, these ears of mine heard you confess you had the chain of him after you forswore it on the mart, whereupon I drew my weapon on you. And then you chased me into this abbey here, from whence I think you are come by miracle.
I never came within these abbey walls, nor ever didst thou draw thy arms on me. I never saw the chain, so help me heaven, and this is false, you burden me withal!
Why, what an intricate impeach
No.
is this? Think you all are drunk of Circe's cup. If here you housed him, here he would have been. If he were mad, would not plead so coldly. You say he dined at home. The goldsmith here denies that saying. Sirrah, what say you?
Sir, he dined with them there at the Porpentine.
This is strange. Go bid the Abbess come to me. I think you are mated or stark mad.
Most mighty Duke, vouchsafe me speak a word. Haply I see a friend will save my life, and pay the sum that may deliver me.
Speak freely, Syracusian, what thou wilt.
Is not your name, sir, called Antipholus? And is not that your bondman, Dromio?
Oh, within this hour, sir, I was his bondsman, but he, I thank him, not into my court. Now I am Dromio and his man, unbound.
I think you, both of you, remember me.
Ourselves we do remember, sir, by you, for lately we were bound as you are now. Oh, you are not Pinch's patient, are you, sir?
Why look you strange on me? You know me well.
I never saw you in my life till now.
Oh, grief hath changed me since you saw me last, and careful hours with time's deformed hand have written strange defeatures in my face. But tell me yet, dost thou not know my voice?
Neither.
Dromio, nor the house?
No, sir. Not I.
Not my voice. Oh, time's extremity hast thou so cracked and splitted my poor tongue in 7 short years, that now my only son knows not my feeble key of untuned cares? Yet though this greened face of mine be hid in sap-consuming winter's drizzled snow, and all the conduits of my veins froze up, yet hath my night of life some memory. My wasting lamp some fading glimmer left. My dull deaf ears a little used to hear. Oh, these old witnesses I cannot err. Tell me, thou art my son, Antipholus.
I never saw my father in my life.
But 7 years since in Syracuse, boy, thou knowest we parted. Yet, perhaps, my son, thou shamest to acknowledge me in misery.
The Duke and all that know me in this city can witness it is not so. I ne'er saw Syracuse in my life.
I tell thee, Syracuse, in 20 years have we been patron to Antipholus, during which time he ne'er saw Syracuse. I see that age and dangers make thee dote.
Most noble Duke, behold a man much wronged.
One of these men is genius to the other, and so of these. But which is the natural man, and which the spirit who deciphers them?
I serve Dromio, command him away!
I serve Dromio, pray let me stay!
Aegeon, art thou not or else his ghost?
My old master! Daddy! Who hath bound him here?
Whoever bound him, I will loose his bonds and gain a husband by his liberty. Speak, old Aegeon, if thou beest the man that had a wife once called Amelia, that bore thee at a burden 2 fair sons. Oh, if thou beest the same Aegeon, speak, and speak unto the same Amelia.
If I dream not, thou art Amelia. If thou art she, tell me, where is that son that floated with thee on the fatal raft?
Oh, by men of Epidamnum, he and I and the twin Dromio all were taken up. But by and by, rude fishermen of Corinth took Dromio and my son from me. And me they left with those from Epidamnum. What then became of them I cannot tell. I to this fortune that you see me in.
Here begins his morning story right! These two Antipholus sis. These two so like, and these two Dromios one in semblance, besides her urging of a record sea. These are the parents to these children which accidentally are met together. Antipholus, thou camest from Corinth first.
Oh no, sir, not I. I came from Syracuse.
They stand apart, I know not which is which.
I came from Corinth, my most noble lord. Which of you two to dine with me today?
I, gentle mistress.
And are you not my husband? No, I say nay to that.
And so do I. And yet she did call me so. And this fair gentlewoman, her sister here, did call me brother. What I told you then, I hope I shall have leisure to make good. If this be not...
This is the chain, sir, that... Sir! This is the chain, sir, which you had of me.
Oh, I think it be, sir. I deny it not.
And you, sir, for that chain arrested me.
I think I did, sir. I deny it not.
I sent you money, sir, to be your bail by Dromio here, who came in haste for it, but I think he brought it not.
Not by me.
Oh, this purse of ducats I did receive from you, and Dromio, my man, did bring them me.
This purse of ducats pawn I for my father's life.
Thou shalt not need thy father hath his life.
I must still have that diamond from you, sir.
Oh, here, take it, and much thanks for my good cheer.
Renowned Duke, vouchsafe to take the pains to go with us into the abbey here, and here at large discourse all our fortunes, and all that are assembled in this place, that by this sympathized one day's error have suffered wrong. Go, keep us company, and we shall make full satisfaction. 33 years have I but gone in travail of you, my sons, until this present hour my heavy burden ne'er delivered. The Duke, my husband, my children both, and you, the calendars of their nativity. Go to a gossip's feast and go with me. After so long grief, such festivity!
master's house that kitchened me for you tonight at dinner. Each their own. She now shall be my sister, not my wife.
Methinks you are my glass and not my brother. I see by you, I am a sweet-faced youth. Shall we walk in to see their gossiping?
Not I, sir. You are my elder.
Well, that's a question. How shall we try it?
We'll draw cuts for the senior. Till then, lead thou first.
Nay, then thus. We came into this world like brother and brother. Now, let's go hand in hand. Not one before the other.
Oh, I don't... How do you...